Hey, pause YouTube. What's up? How's it going, guys? Oh, my throat. Have for y'all today the team builder for week number 2 of the UBL, where this week we are taking on Frosted and her Copenhagen Sawsbucks. I hope I didn't mispronounce that. I apologize if I did. Her channel looking stuff will be down below, as well as a link to all the awesome coaches in this UBL season. I just want to quickly say thank you guys so much for the amazing support on our week 1 team builder. It did amazing, and then our week 1 match also did great. So just thank you guys so much. If you guys may have missed the actual first week match, a link to that will be down in the description as well. So if you guys do enjoy this, hit that thumbs up button down below. Also let me know what are the 6 mons that you would have brought to this match if you were us building for our opponent here. So taking a look at the matchup here, the main things that me and my front office homies did notice was the fact that she has no fairy type nor a dark type, which means Gothitelle offensively wise is going to be really good this match. I think like defensive, Gothitelle can't really trap too much in this game, but as a revenge killer, Scarf Gothitelle I think actually has a lot of potential. Also, her only forms of stealth rocking are Piloswine and Cradilly, both of which do not beat Mega Sableye whatsoever, which is really good for Talonflame, because once we get rid of Rotom Wash, or we weaken Rotom enough, then Talonflame just kind of goes in against her team. She also does not have a very reliable grass type, defensive grass type I should say. So Banded Dog I think is an absolute must this game if we were to bring it. We'll see how things go. Threats on her side of the field: Z move Kartana, she does have the Grassium Z, so Bloom Doom Kartana could be a little bit annoying to deal with. Victini's absolutely terrifying because it can run physical, special, or mixed in this match. I think we're mostly expecting a special set, not special, sorry, a mixed set, but more leaning towards the special side. So that's going to be a little bit annoying. Offensive Goodra is actually very, very scary because it can beat my steel type and my fairy type with its coverage, so I have to be very careful with that. I don't expect Tentacruel and Rotom. I don't expect Ambipom either this match. I'm a little bit iffy on whether or not she actually brings Cradilly or Piloswine. Like, I don't think she'll bring both of those, but at least one of those, and then one of her water types. And I really think Ambipom has a terrible matchup this game. So minus that, like the top 6 mons are what I'm mainly expecting, but the bottom 5 besides Ambipom and Tentacruel, so those 3 right there, have a decent chance to come Espeon, Cradilly, or Piloswine. Actually, Espeon also offensively could be just a little bit annoying to deal with, but we should have measurements for most of her offense, and she doesn't necessarily have too much defense, which is really good for us. So I think with that out of the way, let's go ahead and jump right into this team builder. So the first team member that we have is going to be Michael, aka the Gothitelle. Shouts out to my boy here. And like I said, Gothitelle is really nice in this match because offensively it can revenge kill so much of her team. Like, we revenge kill Kartana, Victini, Rotom, Silvally, Pidgeot, Espeon, Ambipom, Tentacruel. Like, we can literally offensively revenge kill so much of her team, and that's why I think Scarf Gothitelle is going to be really nice this match, because if she doesn't have her Scarfer, or she doesn't have like speed boosting Kartana, then Gothitelle can trap basically all her offense and ensure that we guarantee get rid of them. So if something is just really annoying to deal with early on, after maybe rocks or a little bit of chip, I can trap them with Gothitelle outspeed and KO them. So that's kind of the idea behind this set. Defensive Gothitelle was really not gonna fly this match. I think she could have like Haze, I guess, on Tentacruel, or maybe like Roar, Piloswine. I don't know if Cradilly learns Leech Seed or not. I don't think Cradilly learns Leech Seed. I guess, like, I don't know, Toxic, maybe Curse. Cradilly would also be really annoying to deal with if we were like a defensive Gothitelle, so that's why offensive I think is really good. It was a really big 50-50 on our final move. It was either going to be Energy Ball or Hidden Power Fire, and I guess because Psychic and Dark Pulse still do a lot to Kartana, because of its very low SPDEF stat, then I guess Energy Ball is very suitable, because again, like, once we get rid of Rotom, she has like no answers to Talonflame. So Talonflame can just go in once we get rid of that Rotom. So we figure we might as well make Gothitelle tailor-made to get rid of the Rotom, because we still have a decent bit of things that can deal with the Kartana. So yeah, Gothitelle very, very good offensively in this match. I really want this set to shine, because in our first week match, we brought defensive Gothitelle and that did great. This time though, because of the matchup, we can run offensive Gothitelle, and hopefully that puts in work. And I think that's a really cool aspect of Gothitelle, that it can work defensively and offensively while still just ensuring that I can trap something to guarantee beat it. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get into our next mon here. We have Zydog, aka Zyradar, named after my boy Kelly under the radar. Look at Bandit Arrows and just look at her team, and that's really it. This just comes in and I click 1,000 Arrows. Once Kartana's low, I click Outrage. I could potentially clean up with E-Speed. Like, there's just so much that Choice Bandit Zydog does this game that I don't really need to explain it, because it's basically self-explanatory. Like, even if she brings Silvally Grass, Silvally in general has no form of recovery. So that means that any little bit of chip damage I can get off on Silvally every single time I chip it down, whether it be with rocks or 1,000 Arrows, maybe I can toxic it or burn it or something, any little bit of chip is going to ensure that it gets closer and closer into range of where Zydog can still basically just win. So Zydog is very free this match. There's like zero reason for me to not bring it this game. The only real debate was maybe running Scarf Zydog again, but Bandit is like Bandit is just so free here, so I really want this to put in a lot of work. Our next team member is going to be Miltank, aka Wombo Tank, nicknamed after my boy. I am Wombo in my front office. So Miltank has the distinct role of being not only our stealth rocker, but our main switch into Victini. Now, the good thing about Miltank in this match is that it's basically only here for Victini. So we don't necessarily need to beat Victini 1v1. What we want to try and do with this Miltank is put it low enough so that then we can trap Victini with Gothitelle and knock out Victini. So that's kind of the idea behind the set. Even if this set only gets up rocks and dies to Victini after we weaken it, we can revenge kill it, and that's all that I really need Miltank to do. There's not really much else it's probably going to be doing in this match. Earthquake and Body Slam do basically hit everything. Body Slam is just kind of nice over Thunder Wave in case I want to hit, in case I want to get off damage, but we still have that slight chance of getting the paralysis. I don't know, maybe Thunder Wave would have been better. I mean, I guess we still can hit Rotom and Mega Pidge, which is nice, so it's not entirely too bad. The speed EVs, I believe, are in case she wants to speed creep me, and then just mix defenses so we can take on a mixed offensive Victini well enough. So our next team member here is going to be Mega Sableye, making his debut, named D Graybeleye after my boy DJ Grayfeed, I think. He's got a lot of weird letters, but awesome guy, also a homie in the front office. So Mega Sableye is kind of here to function as our hazard control, obviously, because again, there's no way that Cradilly and Piloswine are going to be able to beat this Sableye 1v1 unless I get hacked by them, or for some reason I don't lead with this. Like this Sableye is probably going to be my lead if I'm being 100% honest, because I don't want her to lead with Piloswine or Cradilly if she brings them and just click rocks immediately. And Mega Sableye is bulky enough to the point where we can even live a life orbed max attack V-Crate from Victini. I don't think she'd bring Bandit. Bandit does not make much sense to me with Miltank and with Suicune, and then I can trap her potentially with Gothitelle. So I don't think she would bring like a choice Victini at all, honestly. So there's no way that she should be able to one-shot my Mega Sableye if she leads with Victini, which I guess would be kind of worst case scenario. And then Dark Pulse does a good chunk of damage to that, and we can still keep this in the back. So I don't expect Sableye to like sweep, but Calm Mind is just nice there as a little option potentially. Also, thanks to the Spadef, because there's a good chance she will never get up rocks as long as this is alive, then this can pivot into Mega Pidgeot as well, just acting as a backup switch-in. This can also switch into Espeon unless she's like Choice Specs Dazzling Gleam, which I think Espeon kind of has the same factor as Victini, where I don't necessarily think she'll bring a choice set, so I'm not really too concerned about that. set, and this could also take on the Gudra potentially, depending on if she is offensive or maybe like a more defensive set or not. So yeah, there's quite a couple things that Will I can do in this match, but it's mainly just here to hopefully try to ensure she does not get up her stealth rocks. Our next team member here is going to be Burbdos, aka Zapdos, nicknamed after my boy, the Flying Bird. And I decided to go with a more defensive option for Zapdos in this match, just because offensively wise, there's not much that Zapdos is going to be doing, honestly, because mainly the Gudra just kind of stop Zapdos from ever doing anything offensively. Plus, again, there's a chance she may bring the Piloswine. So I figured that a defensive Toxic Subroost set would actually work out very well, because this set can do so much that would benefit the overall team. And what I mean by that is that this can wear down things like Piloswine, Rotom, Gudra, Silvally potentially, and even Cradily because of Toxic and Roosting and substituting. Even though, yes, we don't damage the Piloswine whatsoever, we can still Toxic it, potentially sub on it, and then Roost. If she maybe has Icicle Crash, we can dodge that and maybe just recover off the damage on like some Ice type moves. But there's a lot that Zapdos ultimately overall defensively wise can add to the squad here. The EVs are kind of all over the place. The speed EVs, I believe, were for, what were they for? Rotom, I want to say it was Rotom or Silvally, in case she brings like a speedy Toxic Silvally or something along those lines. I think we also outsped the Gudra, if I am not mistaken, depending on how much speed she wanted to exactly run on that. Yeah, we outsped Gudra. Actually, no, it was for Rotom, sorry. The speed EVs were for Rotom in case she ran a super fast version of Rotom, but I honestly expect a more slow defensive variant of Rotom Wash this match. Like Scarf could be a little bit annoying. I don't know if she would bring Scarf Rotom, but it could make some sense. So if she is Scarf, that could be a little bit harder to deal with, but we should still be able to play around it accordingly. And if it's choice locked in something, then maybe it won't be the worst thing ever. But again, just defensively wise, Zapdos is so good. That's all the speed is there for. We have a lot of HP bulk, a bit of defensive ease, just take physical hits a little bit better and deal out a little bit more damage with Thunderbolt. I think Thunderbolt does like 1% more to things, and you never know that 1% could come in very handy. So I really hope the Zapdos set puts in a lot of work, man. This thing has a lot of potential, and it's the debut and the first time I'm ever using Zapdos, so I am excited. So our final team member here is going to be, of course, Talonfan Nate, aka Talonflame, nicknamed after my boy Mewtwo fan Nate, the real MVP, guys. Nate is the MVP always and forever. So the spread is very simple here. We don't necessarily need max attack on this Talonflame, and even though, yes, she does have the Rotom Wash, we have U-turn to always be able to chip it down, and eventually, if I know that it's not a Scarf set, which again I highly doubt, then this Talonflame can just basically wear down its own counter. I just consistently U-turn out against the Rotom. I could potentially try and burn the Rotom. I could potentially try and poison the Rotom. I can also U-turn into my Zygarde, potentially expecting Rotom to come in, and then I just click 1,000 arrows and something dies. Like, there's so much offensively wise that Talonflame can honestly do in this match. Brave Bird is realistically just free against her entire team. I wanted to, if I had Flying EMZ, I probably would have brought Flying EMZ Brave Bird, but because we have Fire EMZ and Flare Blitz and Brave Bird legitimately hit everything. Like, they hit everything about the same, if not, then Brave Bird hits like 2 or 3 mons more than what Flare Blitz already hit, so there's no real added benefit to have Flare Blitz over Flamethrower, when realistically our only fire type move is going to be for Kartana. So Flamethrower just obliterates Kartana, and I guess it still has a chance to burn something if she does switch out without us having to take recoil and without us losing a lot of HP, because we can just straight Oko Kartana and that's still going to chip us down if we had something like a Flare Blitz instead of Flamethrower. So Brave Bird, again, is just really free against her team. Sharp Beak I felt was the best option. We don't necessarily need leftovers because, again, Sableye should be able to ensure that none of her mons are able to ever get a Brox against our team. So that's going to make Talonflame so free in this match. Roost is there for longevity, and the investment, I believe the speed was enough to outspeed Pidgeot and anything that she could bring that is not Scarf. We have enough attack investment to still be hitting respectively hard enough. Like, realistically, from this attack investment to max attack, I don't think there was like a single important damage output at all. And then U-turn is still doing like nice chip damage. I don't expect U-turn to kill a lot, sorry. So yeah, I figured that with some nice little bit of bulk, we can also try and pivot into Kartana. If she is potentially Scarf Kartana, we can still take that on with this Talon fan. I was gonna Talon fan, Nate. This Talonflame set, and that's where Flame Body also comes in very, very handy, because we do have a 30% chance to get the Flame Body on the Kartana potentially, or maybe like a physical Goodra. I guess Ambipom as well, but I really don't expect Ambipom to come to this match. So yeah, if anything, I want Talonflame to put in a lot of work. If not, then it'll be fine. Like, we have a lot of cool sets for this squad this time around. We have a bit more of an offensive team, but we still have a nice little defensive backbone and answers to most of our opponent's stuff. And yeah, guys, that is going to be our squad. Let me know what are the 6 Pokemon you would have brought to this match in the comment section below. And with that being said, I will see you all tomorrow with the actual battle itself. So hit that thumbs up button down below, guys. Thank you all for the amazing support, and I will see y'all later. So later, everybody.
No matter where you're at, I'm not here to make friends, it's time to attack and deplete your HP with a final smash. Don't make me turn around and pull a 6-foot hacks. 6 foot hacks, yeah. 6 foot hacks, yeah. 6 foot hacks.